Redcat Ascent 18 Apex edition, so it's the 18th scale, and the Apex designation has to do with the brushless motor, and it's got portal axles, which are wider than the normal ones, quite a bit wider, I guess. And it's got super aggressive tires, and these tires are bigger than what come on the normal Apex 18. And it came, the body's two pieces, and I put the bed on because it comes without the bed, and then you just use a body pin in the back. When you put the bed on, it makes it totally clipless. So there's a little latching mechanism in the back. You pop that off and then slide the body forward, and it comes off like that. And it came stickered and painted this cool, this really nice candy apple red color. And I'm in the house today. I'm gonna take it out to the rocks in a few days, but it's supposed to rain for the next few days, so won't be able to go until then. And here's a look underneath. So it's got this really cool, tiny little, if you can see that, outrunner motor, and probably doesn't show scale on there on video too good, but if you look here, here's a little balance port, so you can see how small it is, and it looks really cool when it spins. And one of the things that was keeping me from buying a Mini all this time, or one of these micro crawlers this whole time, was how cheesy the electronics were, and how touchy the throttle was, and how sorry the suspension was. But this one comes with all the hop-ups pretty much. You know how Redcat is pretty good about putting in hop-ups and having good value. So it's got oil-filled shocks, comes with the battery, separate receiver and ESC, and this is a Hobby Wing WP Mini 24, the RTR edition. And this one's different in that in the settings, I think the settings are a little bit more limited, just like they did with the Apex Fusion. I mean the Ascent Fusion, the 1/10 scale one. So you don't have all the adjustability, but it works really nice. Like watch, let's see this slow crawl here. It goes so slow, like it almost looks like it's not moving. Here. But it comes with the 3S battery, so it's pretty zippy on at full throttle. And so the ESC is not, I wouldn't say it's like perfect. It's not as smooth as the Fusion that's in my my 10 scale, but the slow crawl is really slow. But then the next step up from that, it seems to jump like to a next level. Like, there's a big step there from this speed to the next. There, see, it just jumped up. Then after that, it's pretty linear after that. It's got a nice amount of axle articulation right out of the box, about that much. So just like the big, the 10th scale Ascent Fusion, this one has carbon fiber chassis rails and a couple little red bits here and there, not as many as the big one, but a couple little red accents. But this one does have plastic links that they make upgrades for, steel ones. And actually they make a whole bunch of different hop-ups for this thing. Redcat themselves and other companies. And this one, so this one has a front, but the front pumpkin is brass, and the front portal axles are brass. So those are some included hop-ups. Drive shafts are plastic and links are plastic, and that's probably what I'm gonna change. And also the wheels, I ordered some wheels with some nice aluminum wheels with brass. And I actually like the tires a lot so far. They feel really good. And I think they're gonna work good because they're super soft. They actually stick to themselves if you squeeze them. And the Apex version also comes with the high steer geometry, so there's the turning radius is really fantastic. I mean, look at that steering angle. It's wild. It turns harder. Looks like it turns a lot more to the left than the right. And I've already adjusted. I've been playing with the adjustment, and that's about as good as I could get it. But it's pretty good, man. And this will be a test of the servo strength. Pretty nice. And it's got huge amounts of torque. It'll just flip itself over if you hold the wheel. Absolutely no problem, just barely giving it throttle. It'll stand right up. You see that motor barely spinning? It's got a separate ESC and receiver, so you can switch out the radio if you want, but this ready-to-run radio is actually pretty nice. I like it. It's got some trims there, and then it's got the steering endpoints, which is you know what you need. So, and the shocks are oil shocks. They're a little spongy sounding, but they feel pretty good. Axle articulation is nice. Everything seems really nice on it. One thing I thought was weird is that the ESC, it doesn't have like a lid on it, like a top piece. You could just see the circuit board and the buttons and stuff like normally, you know, they have, you know, a heat sink or a piece of plastic covering it like the receiver does. But looks like it's covered in epoxy, so it's probably, I guess that's how they get the waterproof rating. I'm assuming that's what WP stands for. Let me take it outside and get a size comparison with the 1/10 scale. And here it is next to the, so the 1/18 scale versus the 1/10 scale. So it's quite a bit smaller. Here just from the front. It's kind of cool because they have like very similar body shape, and then the little grill decals are the same. It's pretty cool. And here's from the back. These are 1.9 Injora Klingon tires, and then those are the stock Apex 18 tires, so about half the size it looks like. And here's the battery it comes with. It's people are saying good things about it, that it's nice because it's so small and light that it doesn't offset your weight balance and stuff. And it's 200 mAh, not 2000, but 200, 3S. And I put a little piece of Velcro on the bottom there to keep it from sliding forward or backwards and when I tumble over. And here it is next to a normal stick pack for size. So quite a bit smaller. For runtime, I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I figure it'll be long enough. And here's a couple of size comparisons. This is a 1.9 Tamiya Rally Block tire. Tamiya Juggernaut tire. IMEX Baja tire for Cloudbuster. Associated CR12, Arma Typhon 3S, Low C drag tire, Tamiya rattle can, Tamiya wrench, Canasodi 540 motor. And I don't know how the Outrunner motors work. This is actually the first time I've driven one or had one, and if I increase the throttle trim so it starts moving on its own, when it hits up the obstacle, it doesn't stop, it just goes right over it. So I'm guessing it has the equivalent of the FOC like on the Fusion system, or I don't know if this is censored. I don't know what the deal is. But with zero throttle input, it just keeps going. And that's just with the trim set high enough so that it'll start moving on its own. So See, like normally I think it should have stalled out there using conventional motors. So no throttle input here, just the throttle trim increased.